Hello, Brahm. Thanks for joining us. We're going to jump right into the program. So tell us about your company and its history.
Well, it'll be a pleasure to do that. First, I want to thank both Carl and Marc for having me here today. It's really an honor to be on this podcast, and I've been watching it from the beginning, and it's just great, and I wish you guys best of luck with this. My name is Brahm Glickman. I am the Vice President and Associate Publisher at Global Village Publishing. Global Village is a company that produces beautiful hardcover coffee table books. They've been producing these books for well over 20 years now. They started off by doing books on travel, hospitality, vacations, and about 7 years ago, they started a new series on innovation. Now, this was something brand new, and it took off beyond everyone's wildest dreams. And from there, there's just been no looking back, and now they concentrate on innovation books.
Wonderful, Brahm. I'm curious, what are the innovation that you're implemented in your sector, basically?
Well, it's very interesting. It's based on the business model that the founders of the company, Sven Boermeister and Karel van Grant, came up with, in which these books are crowd-funded. These are corporate publications. They're books that you would give out to somebody that you want to impress if you're a startup and you want to entertain an investor, or if you're at a trade show. So the books are set up that they're crowd-funded, being that rather than pay to be in the book, which is a pay-to-play model, which is usually very expensive in corporate publishing, these books are produced regardless of the participants paying for them or not. In fact, the only income comes from the participants who actually purchase copies of the book for their distribution. So that's very unique. So we'll have people, young startups, nonprofits, who are featured in our books, but they don't pay anything at all. Then we have large corporations like our Montreal book, which had Air Canada as a sponsor. They purchase hundreds of books. So it all comes out in the wash, and before you know it, you have a successful book project.
Awesome.
There's a lot of innovations in the book that you can probably share with us, because I know there's like some sort of a QR code that people can scan and get some info.
Right. Our books are very innovative because they're more of a multimedia presentation. There's the actual physical book, which are beautiful hardcover coffee table books. There's also an Innovations of the World website. On that website, you'll find the ebook library. All our books are freely shareable ebooks. So everybody can read our books digitally. And something that's very, very different and cool in our books is we have augmented reality video. What that means is we embed a play button. It's like a QR code, but a little bit different.
Yeah.
We have a free priority app. When you look at your pages in the book through your device, these videos jump up off the page in augmented reality, which makes these books, like I said, very cool and very innovative. And makes them evergreen, because these videos could be changed at any time. So a few years down the road, if the company has a new video, we just change the link and the content is updated just like that.
Very interesting indeed. And we all know, we're very big fans of innovation and the contribution of innovation in the growth strategy of any company. And in your case, what was the role the innovation played in your growth strategy, basically, Brahm?
Well, I come from a more traditional business background. I won't say how many years, but I had been working in Montreal, working with major retail operations throughout Canada for many, many years. I had retired, and as you can see behind me, I have a love of books. Books are everything to me. So as I realized that I might have retired too soon back then, now I'm not too sure, I decided if I was going to go back to work, it would have to be with books. Sometimes, guys, you're just in the right place at the right time. Global Village was looking to expand into Canada at that time with their Innovate books, and before I knew it, I was publishing books on innovation. So it just almost fell into my lap, and I had to reinvent myself, and there's been no looking back. This has been the most wonderful and just the best part of my working life. It's just a joy to be doing these books and meeting people like yourself who I would never in my other vocation. So it's been a really, really great time and a great ride that I'm on now.
Well, we're happy that you're with us, sharing all these thoughts and innovation ideas. There was one thing that we were wondering, like, how do you see the future? What are the opportunities, not just in your book series, but also with everything that has to do with publishing? How do you feel?
Well, it's a challenge, as you know, especially with the younger generation. They're more attuned to digital content and to reading on their iPads, on their laptops, on their mobile devices. So it's a kind of a two-way street, because it is challenging in that books are much less out there than they used to be. But that works in another way, because when you do present someone with a book these days, you can see their eyes light up, because probably it's been a while since they were presented with a hardcover book. And the experience is just something to see them flip through the pages and go, well, this is beautiful. And if they're in the book, they take a lot of pride in that.
Even better. So it's like a trophy.
So it's a double-edged sword. It's tough because it's not as common as it once was. But then again, because it's not common, it becomes more exciting when someone actually does receive their book.
And what basically are the challenges that you face, right, implementing those innovation, Brahm?
Sure.
I imagine. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, the two challenges I had was one, starting. When I started this project 7 years ago, I had no idea. The company just basically said, here you go, Brahm, we have faith in you, go produce a book on Montreal. And my only connection with innovation at the time was my office was in the West Island, my home was in the West Island, the techno park was right in the middle. So when the traffic was too much on the Trans-Canada, I would cut through the techno park. That was my only ties to innovation. So when I started the book, it clicked. Call up the techno park. And sure enough, who did I connect with? Carl. And to this day, I always thank Carl, because he was the catalyst for this. He was the first one to take this project seriously, to give it credence, to make it legitimate. And without Carl's initial involvement with the project, I don't know if it would have taken off. So I'm glad I have this opportunity again on a wider scale to thank Carl. So that was the challenge.
Yeah, well, we made like a starting team there. But I mean, you were like running like this project, like you were the master of it. So it's just to conclude our interview and our meeting. You probably have an elevator speech to describe your company. So what would that be?
Sure. Well, this is what I usually say when I'm trying to introduce the projects, because the second challenge that I had besides starting the project was convincing people to want to be in the books. And once they know it, then they understand and they're in it. But with innovation being the hot topic in today's world, whether it relates to AI, technology, or health sciences, or almost any other of today's growth industries, what would be a better way to showcase these achievements and advancements being made in all these sectors, but by producing these wonderful publications on innovation ecosystems around the world? These beautiful hardcover books we produce are a joy to receive, as I mentioned before, when someone actually opens the book and sees the content. And along with our Innovations of the World website, which digitally features all the content, well, Global Village Publishing really has become a gatekeeper of innovation. And they've only just begun. There's a whole world out there of ecosystems that we plan to feature in the coming years.
It's great having you, Brahm. Thanks for sharing all these amazing, amazing stories.
Well, like I said, it's been a pleasure and an honor. I'm following the podcast. I tell everyone I know to do the same, and I wish you guys all the best of success and hope we can meet again soon.
Thank you so much for sharing.
All right then.